Have you ever felt so overwhelmed with anxiety, anger, or even pain that you couldn't even think your way out of the problem? The more you struggle, the worse it got. Well, in this video, we'll walk you through a pretty cool skill called 5-4-3-2-1, a grounding skill to put you back in the driver's seat of your mind. Let's do this. Now, there are several ways to put yourself back in the driver's seat of your mind when you're feeling overwhelmed with difficult thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations. Now, using the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding skill is just a great one. It's quite effective in dialing down anxiety attacks, frustrations, or even intense spikes in physical pain. The 5-4-3-2-1 grounding skill is a great way to bring you back into the present moment, back into self-leadership, that is. It's like a loving, supportive, warm parent showing up. Now, in this process, you identify the objects around you to help your nervous system recognize that you're in the present moment, which reduces mental time traveling. You know, when you zip line from the past to the future, to judgment, to getting caught up in running commentaries. Now, when you combine identifying objects with two other steps, you will really make this grounding skill even more effective. These are often two steps that most therapists forget to teach. Now, the two other steps, gentle breath and coming back into the body, are really important key steps because it helps retrain your nervous system that you're safe. Now, the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding skill is an effective way to reduce unnecessary suffering. Now, you'll identify 5 things you see, 4 things you feel, 3 things you hear, 2 things you smell, and 1 thing that you taste. Now, smell and taste might be kind of difficult in the moment when you don't taste anything or smell anything good. You could use imaginary things that you've actually experienced before that's pleasant and calming. Let's begin the grounding exercise. Look around you. What are 5 things you see? Just take your time naming the objects slowly. And if you're done naming the objects, with each object that you name, take a breath. We will breathe 5 things that you see in synchronicity. So focusing on the first object you see in front of you, take a nice breath in and gently out. Now moving on to the next object. Take a breath in, looking at the object, and dropping into your breath and as you exhale. Looking at the next object, and gently breathing out. Looking at the 4th object, remember to focus on your breathing, and then exhaling slowly and gently at your own pace. Then moving on to the next object, the 5th, and then gently breathing out at your own pace. Next, notice 4 things you feel. It could be your clothing, it could be what you're touching, holding, sitting, or standing on. Just notice 4 things that you feel. It could be also the wind or any movement around you. And as you notice the first sensation, take a breath in, and slowly breathing out, taking your time as you exhale. And focusing on the next sensation that you notice, breathing in, and gently breathing out, going at your own pace. The 3rd thing that you sense or feel, breathing in, and then gently breathing out. And the last thing that you sense or feel, breathing in, and then gently exhaling slowly. Now pause for a moment and notice 3 things you hear. Sometimes it's helpful to close your eyes, and maybe you hear birds chirping, or a car passing by, or something around. But if you listen intently with your eyes closed for just a few seconds, see if you can pick up 3 things that you can hear. And if you found those 3 things, we'll use 3 breaths with this exercise too. Focusing on the first sound that you hear, taking a breath in, and then gently out, taking your time as you breathe out. Then redirecting your attention to the next thing that you hear, breathing in, and slowly breathing out, taking your time. And the third thing that you hear, breathing in and gently breathing out, taking your time, going at your own pace. Now shifting your attention to 2 things that you smell. Closing your eyes sometimes may help, but you can also have your eyes open and bring to mind 2 things that you enjoy smelling, whether that's cinnamon or the scent of lime, for example. Bring to mind something. And as you do bring to mind something you enjoy smelling, shift into your breath again, breathing in, and then slowly taking your time, breathing out at your own pace. Releasing that scent, moving on to the next scent, bringing to mind, then bringing your focus on your breath. And as you continue to smell, gently exhaling. And now releasing your attention and bringing to mind something you taste, one thing. If you don't have a particular flavor in your mouth now, bring to mind maybe a mint gum or fruit or something you enjoy, a flavor of tasting. And as you bring that to mind, just shift into your breath and then gently breathing out, taking your own pace. And when you're done with that, you may do this with your eyes open or closed. Now shift your attention back into the body and notice what is left or what is not there. Just scan your body from head to toe, noticing any sensations that are there or not. As you scan your body from head to toe, imagine a white light like a photocopying machine that's scanning your body from head to toe, slowly all the way down. And as you're scanning your body, just bring to mind awareness. What's showing up? We're just noticing what's there. Taking your time as you're scanning. And if you're done scanning, we're almost done. You can now shift into your breath. And just feel the rise and fall of your breath, like a wave that's undulating, that's settling down. Just sensing your whole body in this present moment. If it helps, place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly, and just take a few more gentle breaths in. Let's ease over effort. And when you're ready, gently opening your eyes, looking around you, perhaps maybe even wearing a soft, gentle smile. Now the goal is to identify the elements around you as your mind begins to refocus on these things, to get some distance, to diffuse, to unblend, unhook from the storylines or the sensations that you're experiencing. These steps will help you calm everything down in your brain and body and get you feeling better in no time. Now, an abbreviated version is to skip the smell and taste and just kind of focus on what you see, what you feel, and what you hear. Practice these skills during smaller, difficult moments so you can have the confidence as you build in the practice. Now, when the larger ones come around, you'll be able to handle it a lot better with greater confidence. We should not be afraid of suffering, but fear not having skills to stop unnecessary suffering. Well, folks, that's a wrap. Please share this video with someone you care about, post it on Facebook and other social media handles, and like this video, and please do subscribe. Until next time, I'm Dr. Les, and I'll catch you at the next moment.